Hey guys, Rowan from AOSTV. One of the common questions that I'm often asked in presentations and workshops that I give is whether or not a student should type on a computer or handwrite out their notes. Now there's a couple of arguments for and against either option, but I'll start with whether or not a student should actually handwrite their notes. The probably key argument that suggests a student should in fact handwrite their notes is the fact that in an exam, what a student will have to do is actually write in response to a number of questions. So therefore, because creating notes is a form of study as well, a student should actually handwrite their notes because it'll be more effective for both memory retention and also because it'll be helping them improve their writing speed. Now these are all very valid reasons, but there are however a couple of reasons which suggest that handwriting may not be the most effective way to actually develop your study notes. The first reason perhaps against handwriting is that it's an incredibly time-consuming task. It's quite slow to actually write out all your notes. If you've got lots of other things to do, you've got 10 subjects plus to prepare for, you've got lots of extracurriculars, spending the time to handwrite your notes is going to take a lot of time and it's going to detract from other tasks that you can actually do. The other reason why creating handwritten study notes probably is not a great idea is that study notes need to be a living document. And when I say a living document, they need to be constantly adapting and improving. Because over time, you're going to learn more information, you're going to read things in the newspapers, you're going to find new case studies. Basically, you're going to find things that you can add to your notes to improve their depth and their quality. If you've written handwritten notes, it makes it quite hard for you to adapt and improve them without making a mess, having to add lots of pages here and there. And that leads, I guess, to the final point perhaps against handwriting your notes, which is that handwritten notes can often be quite difficult to read. I know my handwriting is absolutely horrible. And I know for most students, while the handwriting might start out very, very neat, because you're spending so much time writing, the quality actually becomes a lot worse. And the problem therefore means is that it's actually quite difficult to study from your notes for an extended period of time. The key points no longer jump out at you. In other words, the notes, if they're handwritten, aren't formatted in a way that will make it easy to learn, study and remember key points. Now, on the flip side, there are a couple of powerful arguments for why you should create notes on your computer. Basically, it's going to be a whole lot quicker. Generally, you're going to be able to type at a much higher speed than you can write. Secondly, you're going to actually be able to ensure that your notes remain as a living document. It's going to be easy to add, change, chop, delete. It's going to be easy to constantly update your notes so that by the time your exams come, you've got a high quality set of notes that are available to you. The final reason why creating notes on your computer is probably a good idea is that you can format them in wonderful ways. You can use lots of dot points, headings, subheadings, and because you've typed it, the writing remains clear, remains easy to read. So ultimately, my personal suggestion is to actually type your notes. From speaking to many, many top students, a number still handwrote their notes, but the majority I found tended to type their notes for the reasons that I've mentioned. Ultimately, it does come down to a personal preference. I've met many top students who have done exceptionally well by handwriting their notes. What you need to evaluate is what will work best for you. Weigh the pros and the cons of both typing and actually writing. One of the things to think about if you're leaning towards typing is that, you're going to probably actually not develop your speed of handwriting, which is a little bit of a negative for typing. In saying that, there are many other positives. So evaluate which one works best for you, and then actually in the comments below, identify what you have found to work. If you have any questions you'd like to see on AOSTV, also make a point of popping them in the comment boxes below, or shooting me an email on AOSTV. Finally, make sure you subscribe. Over the next year, I'm going to be uploading over 300 videos of interviews with top students, providing tips and strategies to help you excel academically at school. Until next time, cheers.